I start in paying tribute to Archie Roach by extending my deepest sympathies to Archie's family, particularly his sons Amos and Eben, and thank them for granting us permission to use Archie's name, to share Archie's images and to continue playing his music. They didn't have to do that. And they certainly didn't have to do that immediately. And they've given us, in a very real way, they've given the nation permission in some way to grieve with them. And there's a lot to grieve. I've thought about it, and I don't think I've ever met a more humble person than Archie Roach. And when we talk about his music living on, it's true, we can play the albums right back to Charcoal Lane, or more recently, Tell Me Why, and you can hear the voice. But what we won't get is that banter between songs. When you would see Archie Roach live, and the first time I saw him live was actually in Wollongong at the ACTU Congress some years ago, where he performed. And the last time I saw him perform was at the Woodford Folk Festival. And there he was performing with Paul Grabowski, and together with Paul Grabowski they reimagined all his early work. And if anyone hasn't listened to the album Tell Me Why, please do. Please do. Because in reimagining it, they also wrote 3 new songs. They wanted to write a new song for each of the foster families that Archie had been with. And there's a song that I heard for the first time at Woodford, because I hadn't bought the album at that stage, but I was listening to the vinyl yesterday. And he told the story of one of the foster parents and them bringing him into the house once a week and wanting him to learn manners when having a cup of tea. And in that image was both the generosity and the condescension, all sort of wrapped up together. And Archie, in telling it, just told it as a story of love, and then sang the song with the lyric, or the chorus, one for each person and one for the pot. The one thing that, and a lot of tributes are out there at the moment. The Minister for Indigenous Affairs just referred to what's been said by Paul Kelly. I think perhaps the most powerful of the tributes that artists have put out there was the one I saw yesterday from Dan Sultan. Dan just looked down the camera and just started playing the guitar and did not sing a word. And as you listen, you're realising you're hearing the guitar backing for Took the Children Away. And just without saying a word reminded us that the music is there forever, but the voice, the power of that voice, it's not with us in the same way. But part of the power of that voice was the way Archie continued to lend it to others and to lend it to the next generation. His mentoring of Australian musicians was extraordinary and unbelievably generous. A lot of people will know the band AB Original, Briggs and Trials, and they'll know the album Reclaim Australia. Even if you don't listen to the whole album, for some people that album, both the music and for some the lyrics will be a bit too much. But just listen to the first track, because all the first track is an interview with Archie Roach with music playing behind. And him talking about activism and the need to act. So yeah, Reclaim Original, you'll get it off your phone. Just listen to the first track, and if the music keeps playing, then we've done well. The But his generosity in continuing to act as a mentor to artists went right up until only a few weeks ago. So I try to listen each week to Triple J's Like a Virgin. And 3 weeks ago, it was Archie Roach. And he was there with Becca Hatch, with Marlon and with Rulla. And he finished with a medley of Bob Marley hits, which means the final words I watched him sing while he was alive were get up, stand up for your rights, get up, stand up, don't give up the fight. It's important that we don't. And we're all in a better position to be able to do all of that together because we've been blessed with the life of Archie Roach.